First thing is 7 guys signed today, whirlwind couple of weeks to get everything set and done. How do you feel about bringing the 7 in?
Well, first of all, our staff, our recruiting coordinator, Jacob and Abe did an unbelievable job of that transition and bridging it. And obviously we had, immediate needs, and we felt like we met those needs. And one of the things that I wanted to make sure is that we signed quality and not quantity. And so we feel like we met those needs. I'm excited about the young men that we got from right here in the state of Hawaii. I think we got guys that are going to help us win championships in the future, and I'm really excited about that. And then I think we met our needs, and we really needed some explosive players at the skill position, especially at corner on defense, and then a wide receiver on offense. So we felt like we did that. And then anytime you can, add to, I think we added, Sergio being an explosive guy that I think is going to do great things in our program. So we think those 7 guys added to our class from December. We feel really good about it, and leaves us some options moving forward as well.
Let's break down today's class. 3 receivers, 3 DBs, 1 O-line. Let's talk about receivers first. What excites you about those 3?
Well, one of the things we want to do is we want to throw the ball vertical down the field. And so I think Zion gives us no doubt a guy that can knock the top off of it and can stretch the field vertically. Obviously a mature guy coming from junior college. I like it. Dean's honor roll guy, very smart player, and a guy I really was impressed with on his visit, his leadership skills. So I think he's a dynamic playmaker stretching the field vertically. Quin is I think obviously to complement that, with playing 4 wideouts, our slot receiver. He's a guy that probably one of the most explosive receivers in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, plays at one of the best schools in the state of Texas. So a guy coming to us, he's very prepared to play at this level, and a guy that I think is impactful. But all the things that we want to do, catching the ball and yards after catch, he's a very dynamic speed sweep guy, running cruise routes underneath. And then Riley is a guy that comes to us. We wanted to add some size. A guy that is extremely physical, probably could play outside linebacker for us as well, competes for the ball. We're going to throw a bunch of fade balls, and he competes for the fade ball at a very, very high level, but also a guy that is going to be very, very physical blocking.
Talk about size, physicality. Let's go to offensive line, Sergio. What are your thoughts about him?
Sergio. So when I met Sergio, so impressed with the type of person. I want you to understand too, and our fans to understand, is that we're looking for young men that have great character. And what I mean by that, man, when I met Sergio, man, he's just a bright-eyed young man, and just talked about his family, talked about the love he had for his family, talked about his teammates, just didn't talk about himself a whole lot. So character's big with us, and that's something in this whole class I felt so good about the fit for us, because I don't care how talented you are. Character comes first. When I first met Sergio, I walked in there and I just watched his highlight tape from the All Poly Bowl. And I told him, I said, man, he just reminded me of a rhino. I mean, he was just annihilating people. He was just bulldozing people, road grading people. He is, and he's such a pleasant guy, but he's not very pleasant on the football field. I think he's got a chance to be really, really special at the center position. Great power in speed, and I guess his nickname's going to be Rhino.
That's a good nickname to have as offensive lineman.
No doubt.
Let's talk about defensive backs. Cameron, Jalen, Logan. All guys, top quality guys like you talked about.
Yeah, Logan's a guy, an enforcer. I mean, a guy that highly competitive, a leader on his football team. He is a great space player, playing in space and tackling. A guy that I like the leadership that he brings, and he's a guy that's an enforcer. Cameron, I really felt like Cameron was a guy very long, very big. I like big physical corners into the boundary. He'll be a bump and run, lockdown corner. I like the long arms, putting his hands on people. And so Cameron is a guy that I looked to play at the boundary corner where we had immediate need there through graduation. We thought that we needed to, the corner position was one that we feel good about our guys that are coming back, but we also thought it was an area where we were a little bit thin. We needed to have some guys, especially some guys that put their hands on you type guys. Jalen Perdue is about as talented, fast. I think he's a 10-8 100-meter guy, track athlete. And all 3 of those guys, I really like the speed.
17 altogether, including today and back in December, overall perspective of the entire 17 class?
Yeah, I think it's really good. I really feel good. I think we, 17 players. I think we had 21 spots. So also got some flexibility moving forward. I wanted to do that. Again, I wanted quality, not quantity. I feel like the needs that we have, we increased our team speed, and I think we got every guy that we signed. I feel good about their physicality, and our number one priority is here. Signing 5 guys from this state that are the best and the brightest with the best character that fit us. I feel like we really got some quality guys that we can build upon and continue to strive for the goals that we're trying to accomplish, and that's be a program that's about winning championships.
Let's talk about the speed on the offensive side of what you've been able to pull in with the class of December and today. What do you feel about your speed now?
Yeah, I'm really excited about Dae Dae at tailback. I think that he's a headliner in the class. Obviously, Zion are guys that are one-play touchdown people, and that's how you win football games. I mean, how you score points, and we've been fortunate enough to do that and score a lot of points over the years, and that's recruiting guys that have dynamic playmaking ability. And then obviously on defense, you got to avoid that from happening. So you got to have guys with great recovery speed and guys that are fast. I mean, speed is the name of the game. Now you got to have discipline first, and so I think that's one of the things that I felt really good is the football intellect of the guys we have. And if you don't have discipline, then your speed going the wrong way is slow. You know what I'm saying? And so, discipline, speed, and then physicality. I think that's something I feel good about. I'll tell you the other thing too is I'm excited about our existing players and our football team and what I've seen from them and the training aspect of it. I think we're a team that's going to be able to develop and play with great speed and physicality.